we now deal the force law for simple harmonic motion. In the simple harmonic motion, the force is generated. This force is created or generated by Newton's second law of motion. How it is related to the Newton's second law of motion, we see. Now we discuss it as, therefore, if we know how the acceleration of a particle varies with time, this law can be used to learn about the force which must act on the particle to give it that acceleration. If we combine Newton's second law and equation A barabar minus omega square x, where A is the acceleration, omega is the angular velocity, x is the displacement, we find that for simple harmonic motion, F barabar ma barabar minus m omega square x or F barabar minus kx, where k barabar m omega square or omega barabar root over k by m, where k is the spring constant and m is the mass of the spring. Now equation 1 gives the force acting on the particle. It is proportional to the displacement and directed in an opposite direction. Therefore, it is a restoring force. The centripetal force for uniform circular motion that is constant in magnitude. The restoring force for SSM is time dependent. Thus, simple volume motion is a motion executed by a particle subject to a force which is proportional to the displacement of the particle and is directed towards the main position. Since the force F is proportional to x rather than to some other power of x, such a system is also referred to as linear harmonic oscillator. System in which the restoring force is a non-linear function of x are termed as non-linear harmonic and harmonic oscillator. Thus, we discuss the simple harmonic motion in the context of Newton's second law of motion as F barabar kx, where k is the spring constant and k barabar m omega square, and so omega barabar root over k by m, where omega is the angular velocity, k is the spring constant, m is the mass of the spring. Thus, we conclude the discussion about the Newton's second law of motion related to the simple harmonic motion.